Today I want to talk about something interesting, which is whether males or females are more creative when it comes to visual arts. This includes 2D traditional art or digital art on one side, and 3D modeling, animation, effects for video games, film, television and so on the other side. Before we jump into the details, I wanted to let you know about an interesting training on how to create realistic hair in Blender and rendering using Cycle's render engine. First, you will learn how to analyze reference images and learn how hair is created and its basic shapes in real life, also creating a base mesh and the first hair group. In the next chapter, you will learn how to add more groups to make it look more believable in addition to lighting the environment. After that, you will create the necessary shaders, also polish the hair groups. Furthermore, the instructor will show you how to create a second hairstyle with the necessary steps. Finally, the last chapter is about rendering and color correction, which is necessary at the end of every project. Just a quick disclaimer, this instructor is Russian, so she speaks in Russian with English subtitles of course. So if you are interested, you will find the necessary links in the description. To give you a hint, it's not a black and white answer. That's why I can't give you a straightforward answer, only my personal thoughts on the subject. First of all, I personally believe that being good at something highly depends on whether you are interested in the subject matter in the first place. If you haven't paid attention to how male and female artists are distributed across the digital visual art industries, you might have noticed that 3D digital artists are mostly men. I would say about 90% across different industries such as game development, animation, VFX for film and television and so on. On the other side, traditional and 2D digital visual arts are kind of saturated by females compared to males to a certain extent, or at least it is even. Generally speaking, female artists in general are attracted to digital art that contains 2D work. As I said, for example, if you take a look at the game studio or a VFX studio, you will see it absolutely dominated by males. That's why when you take a look at the most talented artists when it comes to 3D art, you will see that it is mostly males, but this doesn't necessarily mean that males are more talented or vice versa, because this is just based on how many artists of each gender are interested in that particular field. But on the other side, if you take a look at 2D digital art, whether it be traditional 2D paintings or drawings, you will see that there is an abundance of female talented artists. So you can't really say that females or males are more talented or vice versa, and it can't really be measured because there are different industries and different fields in visual art. This also doesn't mean that there aren't talented female artists in media industries, because there is actually a lot, like we have in VFX and game development. For example, there is some stellar work created by females and it is very well done and deserves praise and to be acknowledged. Also, for the most part, if you take a look at game development studios for example, you will see females mostly working as concept artists and sometimes animators, or maybe working on 2D related stuff for pre-visualization. But the fact remains that there are talented female 3D modeling artists or even technical artists and programmers within the industry. But they don't represent the majority because industries like this are male dominated, as we said before. On the other hand, if you take a look at animation studios, especially animation studios like Marvel, DC, Japanese animation studios, you will see a good balance right there between male and female artists, and sometimes more females. This is just a personal observation. I'm not sure if this is really statistically correct, but for the most part this is what I can see. And just like 3D stuff, drawing, painting and 2D animation require a lot of talent, skill, dedication and consistency in your work ethics. Also, if you take a look at 2D drawing and animation courses and tutorials online, whether it be on YouTube or the other different platforms, you will see amazing work done by females and males alike. So as you can see, it's not black and white, and I don't want to make this video too long because the subject is very complicated and not very complicated at the same time. So whether you are a male or a female artist, I think it comes down to the personal level. Whether you are interested in your craft or not, how many hours you spend doing it, the resources you have, and your passion for it. This is all that matters. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have something to add, you can leave it in the comment section below to let us know what you think. You can also check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much and I'll see you in the next one.